September 24th, Friday evening. It was a great day. I had my clients in the morning. Great sessions. I'm grateful. It's nice to be of service again, really. To be able to instill hope in people. So it was great sessions, really great sessions with my clients. I had forgotten. And so it was great. It was a great morning. The presentation went so well too. It really did. It was supposed to be 2 hours and it ended up being 3. I mean, it ended, it was like 4, 5, 6. No, I went 2.5 hours. Yeah, it ended up being 3. I guess it was originally like 2.5 hours long, but I only prepared for 2 hours and then answered questions. But there were so many questions, and a lot of people stayed afterwards just to keep asking questions. And there was a lot more insecurity and anxiety at the beginning because it'd been a while that I gave a presentation, right? I haven't, I mean, I left this line of work back in December, and so, and I did more presentations then because my last role was as a supervisor, and so so it was nice to put together this presentation and be able to share information, be the messenger, right? And then the engagement. I mean, they were so engaged and it was so great. And it was nice because they would refer to me as maestra, you know? And it threw me off a little bit because it'd been a while that I've been called that before. I mean, I remember when I was focused more in the education world at the beginning of my life, right, or adult life, and the kids, and I worked in a lot of bilingual classrooms, and my students would call me maestra, right? Oh, Miss B. They would call me Miss B. Yeah, they would. And so it was nice to be called maestra again, teacher, because that's what I wanted to be. In the beginning, I wanted to be a teacher, and I mentioned that mental health was something that wasn't something I saw myself going into, but the nudge was there, right? The spark, when I had to pick, when I had to shift my whole plan. But anyways, it went really well, and they seemed grateful for the information. And then I realized after I was done, I was just like, oh, that was my first international presentation. I can literally write down on my resume, international speaker. So I thought that was really neat. International presenter, or a speaker, right? And so I guess they use a lot of like Facebook. So I was like, oh, and my cousin was telling me, she's just like, you might want to consider that avenue of social media. And I'm just like, I struggle with social media. But I'm like, okay, right. And then she broke it down too. She's just like, you know, the more of the population she works with, Spanish speaking adults and parents. Facebook is the way to go, and I don't have an account for the channel on Facebook, and so the other thing that was new was at the end I shared a little bit more on the personal side, my story, and shared with them the YouTube channel and the purpose behind it, and that I'm seeking to tap into helping people more by being authentic, right, with my own healing process. And so that was the first time I actually spoke about it in public. So that was I thought it was going to be a little harder, and it kind of was, but I did it. So when I shared that with my cousin yesterday, when we kind of debriefed a little bit, she asked me, have you created your new profile? And I was just like, I'm getting the pull to not do that, to just really use that platform as is and be completely authentic and vulnerable. And those who it speaks to will be my clients, and those who don't aren't meant for me. And she thought it was a great, she's like, it's a genius idea. So I was just like, great. And so, so it was great. And they still had more questions, but time ran out. And then I didn't realize that, one, they were recording it until I got the little pop-up, permission, being aware that it was being recorded. Two, that it wasn't just for this specific cohort, but it was also opened up in the different social medias that she has, access to, or gives access to different groups. So it was on Facebook, streamed live, which I've never done before. And then, so it was just really interesting. And she has her whole team set up, and it's definitely a different world. So, she's definitely inviting me back to either do like a part 2, because there were so many questions we didn't get to. And then there's another element of what I presented that I told them, I'm like, I'm not going to address it here because of time. And there's like a specific program specifically designed for that. And, but it seems like they want some more information. So, and it's really interesting to see just the contrast of the way things are done here in the US versus in another country. And they're craving that direction. They're craving that, like, what do we do here? What would you recommend? What protocol should we put in place to help our kids here? And so I'm grateful to have been a part of this, and I'm looking forward to continuing to do that. And I guess internationally, maybe now, because it looks like, we might be doing another collaboration. And yeah, so thank you for that experience. And then muchas gracias. And just everyone who participated. So grateful for their involvement, their questions, and for wanting to learn, really, right? It really requires people wanting to learn in order for teachers to exist. And so it was nice. It was really nice to have that experience, to give that experience to someone else, the knowledge to someone else, so that they can then build upon that, But yeah, I just wanted to speak to that because it felt really good. It felt really nice. And the fact that it was the first platform that I spoke publicly, with more than the 50 something subscribers that I have right now. Actually, it went up to 61. It went up to 61, which is really cool. And it's funny because the video that's going to post tomorrow, I'm actually talking about how I'm celebrating that I have 50, I think it was 54 subscribers, and that I was going to do like this, it's practically 100. So I think that was pretty neat. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. I want to go to the beach tomorrow. My place is a royal mess because It needs cleaning. It needs attending to, but I'm going to treat myself and walk to the beach and just lay on the beach and just enjoy being out after my morning sessions, because I feel like I've been cooped up all week. Except for when I go walking, but you know, I miss my walks. And I haven't been to the beach in a while. I haven't been to the marine see, I don't even remember what it's called, so that means I need to go back. So all right, that's it. More later, I guess. Bye. Hi, my name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us, in whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth. This just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and we'll see what else comes